Hey, JD, good morning. How are you today? Just checking on you. Uh, yeah, it's Tuesday morning and a little bit cloudy, but very cold. It's only without the wind factor, it's only 5 degrees here in Port Huron. So it's about minus, excuse me. It's about -6. So that makes it really cold. Cold enough so that the water temperature is dropping fast. Hey Z, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. The water temperatures outside are dropping. So we may start to see some ice formulating around the edges of the lakes and rivers and streams. Well, I'm hanging in there, JD, just hanging in. So as you can see, the heat plumes coming out of all the different, that's what's called Chemical Valley down there. So you got a lot of chemical plants. Supposed to be another cold day today, really cold all day long. But nothing we can do about the weather. It is what it is. But unless it's something spectacular, I'm not going to be flying in this kind of cold weather. Although I did manage to get a ship yesterday and got it in. The Great Lakes fleets are kind of easing up for the year, because obviously the locks themselves are supposed to close this weekend, I believe. So it'll be anybody that wants out of the Great Lakes, it'll be a dash for sure. Oh, all right, JD, congrats. Yeah, this looks like it could be a little bit of ice forming. As you can see, the consistency is a little bit different. Anytime you see blotchiness, usually indicates the formation of some kind of ice abnormality, but that does look like ice right there. That looks like a sheet of ice. Time will tell. We get a better look as it gets lighter out. Curtis, good morning, Curtis. How you doing today? Looks to me like the camera has some frozen spots on the lens. So that's what's causing some of the distortion. So Curtis, you're up early in the morning. I think you indicated, what do you go to the gym in the morning some days? But it's great to have you here. You know, you did it. You really set the world on fire the other day with your explanations of ROVs and everything and how they work. I know there's several regulars here that are enthralled by the idea of getting an ROV. Yeah, I think it is kind of an icy frost on the lens, the camera. And I don't know, because it's one of those globe cameras, you know, where the arm hangs and then the camera's down below here so they can PTZ, pan, tilt, zoom. So I would imagine that there's some kind of a frost on there.
Hey, Paul.
Now, Mr. Hodges, how are you?
Just getting my ass out of bed.
How did the Stewie go last night?
Oh, it was awesome. It was good. And when they came over, his wife there, she made a fresh apple pie.
Oh,
That and ice cream and man, oh man. They didn't leave till like 10 o'clock last night. So kind of a little bit of a late night.
Okay, Curtis. Curtis says he goes to work out there on the West Coast at 5:30 a.m. his time.
Okay,
so that would be 3 hours, so it would be 5 o'clock there now. So.
Yep. Okay. Man, oh man. Okay. Hit the like button. Pop out chat. There we go. Try to get everything set up here.
Yeah, Curtis. Justin, he's been doing his training. Started yesterday. He did 7 hours of training online, and I think he's got a couple more days of it. So, but we'll pass that along. Justin yesterday was talking about last evening that he was looking at the ROV, the Dory, and Curtis says that he won't like the Dory unless he gets the RC to go with it.
Okay. Oh, the one he was looking at is get controlled by his phone, no RC for it.
Oh.
Oh, it's a little chilly out there this morning, is it?
Yeah, it's 4 degrees here.
It's 7 here. Wow, 7 here. It feels like -2. So on the Fahrenheit scale. In Celsius, that is -14, feels like -19. Hey, good morning, Mike and JD's in there. All right.
Yeah, Curtis, I would imagine that's kind of that's really a minimalist ROV where you use your phone kind of control it. You'd think you'd want a designated controller for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try and have one, try and do it with your phone.
Yeah. Mike Rennick, good morning.
Hey, Mike. Yep. I think AG Drone Dude's in there. Yeah. And JD. Yeah. Oh, there's many twos on his way back for the hang with JD, eh? All right.
It's going to be there tomorrow, he says.
Wow. That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah. So nothing else new in the blue water area here.
I know. I seen the flashing lights. I thought I heard a snowplow, but I don't think we got any snow.
Not unless, Paul, they've got broken water pipes someplace.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that could be too, but
usually when it gets cold, that's when they start having issues with underground water pipes.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I just saw that my Wilfred Sykes Aground video hit over 11K.
Oh, did it?
11,000 views so far. And that was
Yeah.
a month ago.
So you want to see the headline?
Yeah. Mia, stop.
Ontario schools to reopen for in-person learning January 17th.
Oh, there you go, Paul.
So I'll be going back to work on Monday. I got to do a dry run tomorrow
Oh,
morning.
is that what
So,
you guys are doing?
yeah, I got I got a text message yesterday. Well, not a text message, email yesterday.
Well, I would imagine with them sitting in this cold weather, they just want to make sure they all run and everything's mechanically working, right?
Yeah. But the funny thing, don't use the lights, don't anything, just drive your route. That's it, to the school, and then just keep on going, come right back. So it's only gonna take not even 20 minutes, if that.
The Curtis thinks that your part of every morning should be, Paul, that you do a news recap.
Hey, there we go.
Now the news with Paul Hodges.
Yeah, I gotta go back to work.
Yeah. But yeah, it just I imagine my electric bill is going to be tremendous this month
Oh yeah.
because I've got 2 electric heaters running. I've got everything else that I run electric. I got, and probably my gas bill is going to be really high too because I've got the gas fireplace over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the squirrels are out there chasing the peanuts around, and
It's not too cold for them up there. Holy mackerel.
well, I think that it is cold for them, but I think that it's called survival.
Well, I got some signs I got to do this morning.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Just
Well,
removals.
Oh, some
went-
removals.
Yeah, I went and stopped and got a case of windshield washer fluid yesterday. So
Is that what you pour to free it up a little bit?
yeah. What I'll do is I'll go around to all 4, no, 3 of them. Yeah, and go around, put it on there, and then go back to the first one. By that time, it'll be ready to come out.
So what does it usually take then? About 15, 20 minutes for that to take effect?
Yeah, got to seep down into the ground, right? So and they're all in town, so it's not a big deal, So
Yeah, because I still have the laser lights are still in the ground out there,
oh yeah.
and because I can't get them to pop out.
Yeah, I just pour a couple cups of washer fluid around them.
Uh-huh.
Not antifreeze, windshield washer fluid, because it's got methyl hydrate in it. It takes the frost out of the ground.
Okay.
Just pour around, go back in about 15, 20 minutes or so, or half an hour. It'll just be like mud. Yep, that's what I do. I just carry. I went and bought a case yesterday, so I got 4 jugs now. So,
Well, now the squirrels won't be affected by that.
no, it's methyl hydrate.
Okay.
No. You, like an antifreeze, you couldn't use an antifreeze because it's sweet and they eat it and lick it and all that stuff. They'll get sick from it and die or whatever. No, this is just washer fluid because it's got methyl hydrate in it. Well, straight methyl hydrate would be even better because it just evaporates, right? Yeah, there you go, JD. Just pee on it. Yeah, that stew was really good. Turned out really good. Stuff there last night. Got enough for tonight too yet. So I have one more go at it. So anyways, right back. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh, I just gotta.
The yeah, it is really cold. I think I'll just show you guys the Wise Cam, outdoor Wise Cam. Everybody's kind of moving slow. But I got 2 or 3, 4 squirrels around there picking up peanuts. Actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in various stages of getting peanuts and burying them in the snow and eating some. And but as you can see, the water is usually when you get a sheen on like that, it might be a light crust of ice on top. You see the differentiations in the consistency. Hanging with JD. All right, JD. JD picked up the fixings, Paul, to make a stew this
You
week.
got venison? That's what was in mine last night. Yeah. Oh God, it was good. I still got enough for tonight, so still got some buns left, and still got the rest of the apple pie. They left it last night too.
And
So.
the kids probably licked up every plate.
Oh yeah, they were right there. Well, they brought their dog too, eh?
Ah,
Oh, she's such a good girl, but she's big dog. Holy, she's huge, but she's a pretty girl.
she gets along with your dogs.
Oh yeah, yep. Quite she'd have both of my dogs for a snack. But she's such a good dog. She's just yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Oh yeah, she's trying to think where the oh right there, I think. Yeah.
I guess Adrian Mateo has been enjoying his Mavic Air 2S. He's been flying it for a few days and he's having a good time.
Yeah. This is their dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
How old would she be, Paul?
Oh, she's getting around 8 or 9 years old now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, JD says he gets beef a quarter side at a time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Got a bunch of sirloin slabs to use up.
Oh, there you go. Actually, I was out of stewing meat, but I just took a roast, thawed it out, and cut it up into cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Put it on the slow cooker and throw everything but the kitchen sink in it.
Well, and you cooked that for a couple of days in the slow cooker, didn't you?
Oh, one day. Yep.
One day.
Yep. Just one day.
Then you just warmed it up yesterday, right?
Yep. I put it in about 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. She was ready to eat.
Yeah, stews, chilies, all those kinds of things. The more you cook them, the better they get.
Yep. Yeah, the flavor just soaks right through, right? So,
Right.
so yeah. Well, she got windy there yesterday. I don't think you flew at all yesterday, did you?
Oh yeah, I flew a ship. It was
Did you?
40-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
28-mile-an-hour sustained,
Yeah.
and turned out good. That Air 2S, it handles the wind just like the bigger guys.
Huh. I was went to London to put that sign up. I still had to assemble it. It clicked. My fingers are getting cold just there in London. But the surprising, I went to put the stake in the ground. The ground wasn't that froze yet there. But
You gotta love that.
yeah. So what's it? Okay. Well, it's gonna be a little starting to warm up during the day here today, eh? At 5 o'clock, it's gonna be minus 6 degrees Celsius. But tomorrow morning, when I'm supposed to do my bus run, it's only gonna be around freezing point, -1 Celsius, 0, so about 32 Fahrenheit.
The Paul R. Tregurtha is downbound.
Oh yeah.
It's about at 7 and 8.
Huh?
Probably about 20 minutes till it's on screen.
Oh.
But it's so friggin' cold. There's no way.
Oh no.
But it would probably make a nice picture because it's clouds and sun. But it looks to me like that is ice. It'll be interesting when that Tregurtha comes through, if we can actually see if it's flipping up ice.
Yeah. Well, they said that. Which one was it? The one Coast Guard boat. I was seeing it on Facebook. Somebody was showing it going up for ice breaking duties on some river, St. Mary's or something. I think it said so.
Yeah, that's the one I did.
No, it was a different one. This than the one you did. There was another one. I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Hollyhock?
No, it was a Canadian Coast Guard one.
Oh yeah. I did see that. I saw it on the screen.
But anyways, hey, good morning, JD.
JD, good morning. I think JD works at night shift, and he gets back in the morning.
Yeah,
and he has to go get some rest.
Okay, gotta go take a look at this here. Curtis just put something in there, so open the link in a new tab. Mom put teenage son with COVID in trunk for drive-through testing. Yeah, put a shot in the trunk. Yeah, he had COVID. I just found out my niece and her husband that her husband got COVID, so they're all in lockdown now.
Wow.
And she works at the hospital too, eh? But she's on the administration end of it. And the funny thing is, my sister Diane, that I'm close to there, they asked her to babysit the other day. She said, "Nope." It was a good thing she didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll screen share that for everybody. Mom put teenage son with COVID in trunk for drive-through testing, Texas officials say.
Yeah.
13-year-old boy was found in the trunk of his mom's car when she took him to get a COVID test. Wow. Takes all kinds, Paul. Takes all
Well,
kinds.
there was a 18-year-old girl just had a baby, and she said a month ago she didn't even know she was pregnant. Took it and she put it in a dumpster. They got it all on video and everything else. But the baby's okay. A couple of people rummaging through the freaking thing found the baby crying a short time afterwards. And anyway, mother's been charged with attempted murder and child abuse. And
Where was that, Paul?
someplace in the States there yesterday.
I was going to say it'd have to be southern states where it's warmer, because
Yeah,
in this kind of a climate, in your and my climate, if somebody put a baby in a dumpster, it wouldn't last long.
no, oh no, no. Where did I see that? But it was yeah.
Yeah, that's you just don't know
Yeah.
how anybody can be that careless, stupid, self-centered to do any of those kinds of
Oh,
things.
it was just, oh, it was disgusting what she did. And you watched her. She pulled up in a car, opened the door, got around, went to the second door there because of the four-door car, and grabbed a bag, tossed it in, and got in her vehicle and left. Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty sad that was.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just go someplace and surrender the child, you know?
Well, that's the thing that in that where she was, there is a thing there where you can autonomously go in and just say, "Here, I don't want this kid. It's yours," right?
Yeah.
So so yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's so many things that just amaze me.
Yeah. Now this girl probably spent quite a while. Now, the funny thing, they wanted to know who the father was, and apparently he was underage. She was 18, and the kid was younger now, apparently about 17 or something. So they can't name the father or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Just makes you wonder if the father really even knows, or the
Yeah.
father's family, or
Yeah.
Maybe they don't care either. But
Yeah. I don't see it. I don't know where I seen it yesterday. Pretty sure it was on Fox News, but no, don't see it. Yeah. Huh.
yeah, it looks like in the long term, it's going to be cold for a while, Paul.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be cold for a while, but I don't think the temperature is going to be too awful bad though. After today, not as cold as what they are. It's going back to a more toward Wednesday, a high of 37 degrees. Thursday, a high of 34. Then Friday's 23. Saturday down to 14, then back up to 27 and 32 on Sunday and Monday. Kind of a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah, this cold has been around now. What, this is the second or third day?
Yep, second day, anyways, for sure.
I went and got my oil changed yesterday. And you go in and it starts out at $55.95 for an oil change.
Yep.
Well, then they want to put new filters in.
Oh yeah.
Then they want to put an additive in the gas tank because they say there's buildup in the gas tank of carbon. Then they want to do this, and then they want to do a complete oil a change of the transmission fluid, and
Oh, it just goes
and
on. I hate going to those places.
maybe next time, maybe next time, maybe. But I did let him change the filter. Filter didn't look all that bad to me because he showed it to me, but
Yeah.
since I was in there. So I ended up almost $100 by the time I got out of there.
That's why I don't like going to those type of oil changes. They just upsell, upsell, upsell. That's why I got this one guy that I go into, cost me $50 cash. Here. And that's what he does. He only does what I ask him to do. Like, you know, he doesn't go up beyond and try and push this and push that, or you know. But he will check the underneath of the vehicle while it's up in the air and make sure the ball joints and everything's good there. But
yeah, it's hard. In my case, with Mia has to go with me.
yeah.
I have to go to those drive-through kind of places because she sits in the car with me.
Huh.
My blinker fluid. Yeah, JD.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they check your air pressure, your tires, and all that stuff. Even though I hated spending the money, it was still.
Yeah. That's still got to be done though, right?
I hadn't done an oil change in over a year, so.
So really, you got off lucky. Really, that's all you did. Yeah.
Because I don't drive that many miles. It's just like 2 or 3 miles here, 2 or 3 miles there, you know.
Yep.
So that was kind of eventful. What else did we do yesterday? That's about it. I bought eight cheeseburgers, brought them home, and I put those in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator. So you grab one and you put it in the microwave for 25 seconds and it's good.
Good to go, eh? All right. Cool. They I had a really good visit with Bonnie yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got there around 1 o'clock. Around 1 o'clock because I went to London and anyways, I just timed it. I just, you know, because I know she eats lunch around noon and stuff, and so by the time I go through the thing there, so I'd be close to 1 o'clock. I think it was about 10 after 1 when I got into her rooms, and she was awake and anyways, she's actually kind of talkative and stuff. So we sat and watched TV together for a little while, but then I had to leave because I had this bunch of stuff still had to do yet. And stuff, but it was actually a really good visit I had with her yesterday.
Good,
so.
good. Well, maybe the golden hour is around 1 o'clock, you know?
Well, my sister goes about 3 o'clock, and she said she thinks that's a good time. But I tried 1 o'clock, and right after lunch, and it seemed really good. So, yeah.
Yeah, JD is convinced that the VW dealer that he takes his to is causing issues and then pointing them out to be fixed. And there's a lot of people in the world that are like that, JD.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to make money, right? Well, they got you there up in the hoist, and yeah. Probably they're not been super busy or whatever, these dealerships, so they're trying to push everything right now.
Yeah.
Well, they're sure not selling cars because, you know, believe it or not, over here on Kijiji and stuff like that, some of the dealers are buying cars off of Kijiji just to put into the lot because they can't get new cars and stuff. So nobody's trading, and
yeah,
they're having a heck of a time, right? So anyways, like these parking lots over here in Canada, anyways, you know, go to a dealer, there's hardly any cars to even choose from. And anything that's there, it's usually either a big pickup truck or an SUV. Like, you know, as far as a small car or something like that, there's hardly anything available.
Yeah, and they're selling for overpriced too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it must be getting a little bit of ice here and there, Paul, because
Yeah.
I've never seen the river in normal conditions
Yeah.
where it looks kind of blotchy like that.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, the wind's not too awful bad this morning. Flags aren't straight out, but just freaking cold.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy down there's got what, 2, 3 dogs down there trying to walk him behind his car. Just got him out.
Curtis
there you go.
Dark just put a link in, Paul, that underwater GPS is coming.
Oh, cool.
Maritime Magazine article.
Well, I figure it's just a matter of time. They're gonna figure it out, you know.
Well, with the ROVs, there's necessity is the mother of invention, so
Yeah.
somebody's going to say, well, I'm going to figure that out, and they figure it out.
Yeah. Huh.
The weather is, I think everybody pretty much is hunkering down. I think JDS has been hunkered down a little bit, not doing a lot outdoors.
Yeah.
JD is waiting for his drone to come back, but that'll be on a limited flight basis, I would imagine. And although Kansas City, as I remember it back when I was out there, the weather can switch. One day it'd be cold and blistery, the next day it'd be sunny and halfway warm. And so you get some days on and off.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just kind of looking at this, yeah. Things about the size of your hand. Huh. A GPS G2 system. Huh. They're testing it. They've successfully tested it. Huh. Like I was saying to Curtis the other day, like they get these things so anybody can operate them and do stuff and everything else. And look what happened with drones. The police and all that kind of crap. You used to be able to do work for them, or
Yep.
they'd want your help. Now they go away because we got our own.
They got their own equipment. Yep.
You know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at a big band of clouds going there across the top of Port Huron there, but I didn't see much on the radar. I was looking at it a minute ago.
Yeah. It
Huh.
looks cloudy out there, doesn't it? That band of clouds.
Yeah, it should be like a should
Like
show. I don't see it.
Of some kind, yeah.
I don't see it on radar though. Huh. No, I even darkened the transparency on the radar. I don't see nothing on there. Huh. Must have nothing in that cloud. Huh.
There's the birds.
Yeah.
The geckos come and go, and the geckos come and go.
A little bit of snow, not that much, but just around Clinton Goderich. But go to 511 Ontario. Oh, Ontario 511, I should say. But see what the roads are doing. Oh, they're all snow covered. From where? About Lucan north, just north of London too. From Sarnia to Strathroy is clear, but then it's partly covered from Strathroy to London. and partly up to Grand Bend. The north of that, it's all snow covered. Plows are all out. You can see them all on. So this thing here will even show you where the snow plow is. And they also got cameras where you can look at them to see what the road conditions are like in the area. Kind of cool, actually. Huh. You can see if it's snowing hard or not, but well, it seems a little crappy up north of Goderich. Yeah, right now.
Yep, Curtis is off to work.
Well, time to go to work, Curtis. Well, have a good day. Eh?
Yep.
Sometimes the weather radar will come on this thing too. You click on it. Oh, it's a little bit of line there over the lake, but not that much. Well, we'll go up to weather radar. Huh. I was text messaging a person late last night that I know is out in Merritt, BC. And they, well, I know two of them. Well, there's the mother and then the daughter, but they had trailers, like mobile homes. They lost them all in that flood, eh? And they're living with the ex in-law or whatever. I forget who they're with, but anyways, they're living there right now. But they don't know what they're doing. Their trailers have been condemned, eh? Because they were floating in water and everything else. Such a mess. What, you got to go back outside? Is that your problem? Yeah, I need another coffee, anyways. No, I don't want you up here right now. Right back, Paul.
Okay.
I gotta go make another coffee.
Jake Stone Life. Happy birthday, Jake. Yeah, that's the Paul Tregurtha coming downbound with a load of coal for the electric plant down south of me, Detroit Edison power plant. I don't know if he has a full load or not, because he seems to be riding pretty high. Normally, it's down that line there in the water. But that's where he's headed. Yep, there it is right there. It's at just passing buoys 1 and 2, downbound. And it's going to be going down here to St. Clair Power Plant, right down here. But it's moving slow. I was kind of watching just to see if it's if there isn't a slight ice content in the water. But I can't tell. It's so calm out there and he's moving so pretty much just keeping steerage going and the current's moving. He's just moving a little bit faster than the current. So looks like about a 7-knot current today, and he's moving probably 3 knots to maintain control, but he's got thrusters too, so.
So which one's that going through, Paul?
Paul R. Tregurtha, the biggest ship on the Great Lakes.
Oh, okay, let's go take a look at that. Oh, there she is. It's got a little bit of ice on it.
Yeah, it's riding kind of high too, I think, but.
Yeah. Don't have, not down as low as it normally does.
Yeah, because he's got a load of coal. He's going to the St. Clair power plant.
Mm-hmm.
And JD says that his Albert and my Mia should do a Zoom call.
Yeah, there you go. You know that all that surface of that ship, even like on top, is all steel. It gets cold and icy. Holy crap! Must be fun trying to walk along that thing.
Yeah, slipping and sliding because,
know.
as you can see, it's ice on the deck.
Yeah, like
Ice,
it's not like it's gonna warm up because that steel's gonna stay cold.
right? And you can see the frost that's on the globe on the camera.
Oh yeah.
They got all the hatches all
Yep.
sealed up. The conveyor seems to be frosted up good too, iced up.
Yeah. Even to go to unload there, I bet you that belt's gonna be stiff until it gets going and gets warmed up.
Yep. Unless they have some kind of a heating system on there.
Yeah, no, I think once they get going a little bit, the friction will warm it up. But that's got to be about the last trip for it to go up north, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because they're saying the 15th, around the 15th, which is this Saturday.
Yeah.
They're going to be closing the locks off. So because he came all the way down from Duluth, Minnesota. And I don't know where the Tregurtha lays up for the winter. I think it's up in Wisconsin someplace, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
Not a lot of places that you can dock a 1,000-footer,
Oh yeah, exactly. That's just the big ship. Even down in behind the ship there, you see a lot of mist coming up. That's cold.
Right.
Maybe it's warm water from the engine being pumped out back, causing the steam up like into the water.
Yeah, I would imagine it's some kind of a exhaust from the
yeah, just the water coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see somebody on the chat that says, great shot to the thing of the ship, but all that snow on the deck, wonder if they shoveled it off. But, hey, good morning there, Marshall. Oh, Jake
Yeah,
Stone.
Jake, I fly manually.
Yeah.
Mike says his dog was looking at the iPad. He heard Mia bark a little while ago.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I got headphones on, so mine can't hear it.
Hey, Marshall, how's it going? Good morning.
See, Angie got some new stickers out, eh?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Angela's gotten stickers out.
Yeah.
Marshall's probably got a lot warmer weather than we do, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, it'll warm up eventually.
The temperature went down here.
Did it?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was at a 7 or 8. Now it's down to 6.
I always found that when I was out hunting, just as the sun was coming up, it used to get real lot colder for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa, why did the alligator cross the road?
Because it wanted to be bayou.
Bayou. Okay. It wanted to be bayou. Yeah, all the years of flying. That's what more practice, the more you do, the better you get.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with you, the ships, you know what to do because you've done it so many times now.
And I fly a certain pattern, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That's why it was kind of nice there. A couple of times there, you know, flowing just well, I used to call them twilight twinklers, but you know, just to start getting dark a little bit, you know, the lights on and stuff. That was kind of a nice change to see something a little bit different, right? So.
Right. Yeah, usually the nighttime ones get some good reviews. It just depends. There's that golden hour. There's that certain hour where you still get enough ambient light, but you still get the night lights and everything.
Yep. Yep. Jeepers. I had a good sleep last night, dude. Shouldn't be honest.
I kind of slept on and off. I get cold at night, even though I have an electric blanket on. The electric blanket, there seems to be something wrong with it. I have a single size electric blanket that I put on, you know, when I'm in my recliner, and it keeps turning off periodically, all on its own, not ours, you know. You can turn it on and it'll be glowing red, the button. And turn around and look again, and now it's like half the intensity. And
now this is the one I was telling you about yesterday. Ice breaking operation began on the Great Lakes, but see, they're talking about this is the Risley, but they're also talking about the Griffin, or assigned to the Great Lakes for the winter season. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's.
Yeah, you sure wouldn't want to be working the decks on that ship when they're unloading it today.
Yeah.
You'd have to be bundled up really good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got to go work it out. But
Marshall says it's going to be 69 there today.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody give him a gun. I'm going to shoot him. Yeah.
Thanks, Jake. Yep,
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah, she definitely is quiet this morning, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, see, everybody, some people are all back to work now, right? So, doing things and stuff. And,
Yeah, after the holidays, the kids are back in school in some cases, and
yeah.
um, it's kind of the unwind afterwards, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, sometimes it seems like the nighttime doing a little bit better. People not, not home stuff, but
Yep.
I know I was sitting there, been doing some reviews, not a lot, just looking at reviews, but on the new Hotel Nano and stuff. There's some good stuff, bad stuff, but it's expensive though, I think. And personally, myself, I I don't know. I don't, as far as the Nano and stuff like that. I'd want something at least the size of Air 2S or or bigger, right? I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just
Yeah.
me. I don't know.
Yeah, the
But
Mavic 2, the Air 2S,
even the
similar.
Autel, the new one, the newer ones on the Air 2, the Autel 2 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike's got plans. He's going to go out and do some master shots today, but he's waiting for it to warm up a bit.
Yeah. No, at least be able to get up there, Mike. Is it very cold there or is what? Because here it's bitterly cold here. So
I see there's a whole bunch of reviews now on the Nano Plus. Different people are reviewing it.
yeah, Drone Nation, Ron or whatever.
Yeah.
He just did a review on it too, right? So
Tech Drone just did one too,
and yeah,
Adrian did a really nice. I'm going to show you a little bit of it.
yeah, yeah.
Adrian did a night flight with his Air 2S.
Huh.
Just after sunset. And I think it turned out really well. Screen share. I think that turned out acceptable.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah. There he's getting over towards a shopping center, I think it is. Or
Well, see, there's lots of lights around. That helps, right? So
yeah, the more lights you have, the better it is.
yeah. Well, see, in the town I live, we don't have anything that big unless you. But see,
There
then
he
you'd
is,
have
right there, looking at his controller.
yeah.
Yep.
The biggest place we have around here, I'd have to go down to Walmart and fly. We don't even have roads like that, big, fast moving
Right.
roads or
Right.
big places like that here in St. Thomas. Only 40,000 people. I mean, go to London, but the problem is gonna get a lot of it covered. Most of London is covered in airport or, helipads or. There's the ambulance there. Just listen to the scanner there. Holy mackerel, ambulance just going nonstop. Holy crap.
Really?
A lot of it just people sick. Just, COVID related, I think.
This is a place that Lynn really likes. I'll show it to you. It's a live stream. Venice, Italy.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Very pretty, and everybody's sitting out here at the tables eating, and
Yeah, nice clear sky too.
yep.
Yeah.
Gondolas.
It's funny they got power boats, but yet they got some of those, manual gondolas, right?
Gondoliers, yep.
Yeah. So many ships coming down today, Paul, or what? Or is it going to be quiet again?
Well, yeah, there's a few for sure.
Yeah. There's a thing here. Marine traffic. What one ship in the God, or it looks like two ships in the Godrich, I think. Where is it? Manitoulin is in Godrich, and Intrepid is in Godrich too. We're just going into Godrich, 2.3 knots, so just coming into Godrich now.
These are the actually the water buses here.
Yeah. The water taxi.
Yeah, well, the water taxis are the smaller ones. These carry, you can see, look at all the people getting off that thing. They're here. Getting off.
Yep. They're probably mostly tourists too, right?
Well, that or people use that. That's their main form of transportation.
It
Going
could
to
be.
work or yeah.
Be kind of cool to see where they, how far they go.
Yeah, you can see them over here. It's in the shadows, but
Yeah.
and here, this is either delivery or they pick up garbage or all kinds of things. That boat
Huh.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Or they do dock maintenance, all kinds of things.
Well, that just pulls in, unload, reloads, away he goes again to the
Yep.
next one.
Yep. Just like buses.
Yep, just like the bus, eh? Well, I was down to Disneyland there down in Florida. That's how we got around between all the units down there. Would just get on the water taxis, right?
Yeah.
Because we used to go to Disneyland Marketplace. You could park there for free, and the taxis were free. But otherwise, if you drove to the actual individual park, you had to pay to park every day. we got to go for a boat ride plus go in to see the thing. And when you're done, get another boat ride back. And they run really, really late. Like, like it's not like just certain hours. They run all day. That's how we used to get around all the time. So.
I know Mia. You're a good girl. She wanted to
Boy.
go out early this morning. She went out about 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
When
There's a
she
lot of-
wants to go out, she comes over and she puts her paw on me.
Yeah. Wow. Usually Vader. Gracie does the same thing. So. She sure looks busy up the Sioux Locks anyways right now, eh? Holy
Yeah,
mackerel.
they're gonna be
Look like they're just lined up that they're trying to go through.
closing them down. Well, I think, they had a lot of storms up there too.
Yeah. Look at this, Paul. This is the Sioux Locks. Look at the ice.
Yep.
That's that tug barge thing here,
Yep,
that Vanderbilt.
That's a Van Ankerborg. Yep.
Yeah. Look at the ice on it, eh? Got a tugboat helping them a bit
Well,
there.
that's actually is delivering supplies for personnel.
Oh yeah, it's got a crane on the back there. They're getting ready to lift something up on the.
It's gonna lift a pallet of something up on there.
Yeah.
Or a piece of equipment.
Yeah, or something maybe. We're all standing there waiting for the delivery, so. Well, you got a line on the back right out here by the looks of it, so. Coming through here, so they're gonna pull that right up tight there in a minute.
Well, he's moving forward to hoist that.
Yeah. To wherever he's gonna, yeah. Up there, now he's going backwards. He's at the end. Yeah. Oh, guy's gonna go up the ladder there. He's gonna get in the crane.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, there he goes. Gonna lift it up. Pallet full of something.
Well, that looks like some kind of equipment. Probably a combination of things.
Yeah. Actually, we'll make it bigger screen here. Oh. Well, you're just gonna unload it by hand, and then he'll just pick that back up and take the pallet with him or wherever. I thought they'd just unhook it, but guess not. It could be food and supplies and everything else too,
Yeah, mail, anything.
That could be a lot of stuff. Well, a combination of all of it, right?
Yep.
So. But gee, it's got to be cold. Look at that. It's just all that ice hanging off of there. Wow. It's a pretty good shot from how far away they are at the Sioux Locks, right?
Yeah.
Now, consider, I know it's kind of a little fuzzy, but that's a long ways away.
Well, there's a lot of stuff on that, wasn't there?
Oh, they're putting more stuff on them, probably garbage.
Back on, okay.
Yeah, see, they're putting stuff back on. Must be garbage and stuff, right?
Trash, yeah.
Yeah, trash and all that stuff. So you got a whole bunch of bags there, like garbage bags, right? See, just putting stuff on. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that must be it. Yep. Oh. There it goes. Go back. Yeah.
In with the new, out with the old, right?
Yep. Yep. Just as simple as that. Cool. Okay. Ron's trying to come in, but I think he's having a little trouble. You're almost there, Ron. You got some picture. Whoop, no, lost a picture. Hey, Paul, they're lifting a second pallet.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're just putting a second pallet in.
Oh, wow.
Huh. The guy just tossing whatever it is. Boxers just flinging them.
It's heavy because look at how it tilted it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, how you doing? Can you hear us?
I
Yeah,
can
you
hear
made
you.
it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, real quiet.
Okay, we get to see some deer.
They're out there. And I went out and shook the can. They come bolting down from about 150 yards away.
Wow.
See if I can hand feed them this morning.
Oh, there he is, looking up at you.
And a little weary.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now they're pretty young, aren't they? Ron?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Second one week.
As much as you like hunting and everything else, but that's so cool that you can still do that, though. You know. Oh, there's 3.
You know, you ought to have like a little chute down there with a pallet at the end of it, so where you could just shoot it down to them.
Yeah.
But he's trying to hand feed them, so. Between the trust and being hungry.
If I can get him to come up.
Yeah.
It depends on which group, comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't like me talking. Oh, geez.
Oh. That one just come running in, leap in from the other side. There's 4 now. Just watching that video there, Paul, or the live stream there up there, that they put the second pallet on. But anyway, now they're moving up to the barge itself. They're going to load something up there in the barge too. I don't know, onto
Really?
the barge or off the barge. I'm not sure yet. Now they're positioning in by the barge. Nope, lost the camera.
Oh.
JD says, lead him right into the stew pot.
No, the thing is that if I had a place like that, I don't think I'd shoot during my own property just to have them come up, even though I'm a hunter.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna throw some peanuts out.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody's got to feed the animals this morning except me. The animals fed me last night and today. You did lose your camera there, Ron.
Oh, did I?
Yep. Hey, look who's in the house. Adrian. All right. Good morning, Adrian.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. He got back. Yeah. Still not any closer, eh?
No.
Uh,
I gotta go in. My feet are cold. Holy crap.
oh, yeah. Well, it's cool though, Ron. Yeah. See them narrate up there again. Well, that didn't take long for you to get home and get them back there again. Yeah, you need to get a camera. Oh, yeah. We lost Ron. You need to get a camera out there set up all the time there. You can just, turn it on. But like you said, though, you're trying to hand feed them. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Paul just out throwing some peanuts out to the squirrels there. So, yeah. A little quiet on here this morning. Oh, that's okay.
I'll be back there in a minute.
Yeah, they Ron lost connection by the looks of it. So I just sitting there watching that tugboat or that boat servicing all the things there. They took 4 barrels or something off the actual not the tugboat, but the barge itself. But I almost looks like they're gonna go around the front and lift something else off too now. But that tugboat's fighting ice. I think because I see a worker there going up to the front of the ship now. I don't know, we lost Ron there, but
Mia decided she wanted to go out.
of course. But see here now that the tug there's a guy walking on the deck now. They took 4 barrels off. Now he's walked to the front, and this guy looked like he's trying to go up. It looks like the ship is moving now.
Yeah.
It was stationary a minute ago.
They got some ice, don't they?
Yeah, they got some ice there for sure. This is at the Sioux Lock, so yeah, that ship's moving now. So there's a ship look like it's wow. That's an old.
That
ship
that one's been tied up there for years.
Yeah, but cool. Yeah, with all the ice up there, they won't be long. Be shutting everything down for sure. I suppose they could bring in icebreakers if they need them up there.
Yeah. Hey, Ron's back inside where it's warm.
Yeah.
I was getting a little chilly out there.
Yeah.
Staying on the cold porch with my socks on. It's like,
well,
whoa.
it's kind of weird if you just had socks on. That was it.
You should see them though. That one had to be 150 yards, and I went out and rattled that little Tupperware thing one time, turned around, and boom! I mean, raced at me.
Yeah. Hey, food.
Yeah.
Now you
like
have
you
to.
said, Paul. I'm a hunter too, but yeah, this is kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I probably wouldn't hunt my own backyard unless I have like 30 of them or something, and wouldn't miss one, right? But it's only a few around. I would leave them alone. They'd probably do the same thing you do. Probably try and feed them. Yeah.
Well, I had maybe those were all young ones.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Well, it's the 2 buck that I've had eat right out of my hand.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You'll get used to me, you know.
Oh, yeah, yep. Sure they will, yeah.
They're probably like, who is that? I haven't seen you around in 3 weeks.
Yeah, the jobs you do, you're a perpetual stranger.
Yeah, just hope they don't peek in the room behind me. They wouldn't bring them around. You see a bunch
Yeah.
of their friends up on the wall.
Yeah.
They'll be talking about you out in the woods. No, don't go by there.
Yeah. A couple of our past relatives or permanent residents there.
Yeah, it's
Problem is, I'm pretty certain that was lion tracks I found in the snow the other day. And talking to one of the neighbors, like they said last year, there was one pacing through the neighborhood. So
really.
there's deer, there's lions.
How big do they get out there?
The biggest I've seen, one lady that we know about, she was actually it was up not far from where I died, about 20 minutes from here, but she had 2 hunters on her property. They went out, got a deer first thing. It was a big deer and a ways from the barn, so they come back to get a 4-wheeler. And they come back, deer's gone. They looked up on the hill and there's this big lion dragging this deer away.
Oh,
They called the rancher and she had a lion tag. She come up there and got it, 182 pounds.
Holy
wow,
cow.
That's a big kitty.
no kidding.
But I think the average they're like 90 to 120.
Yeah,
Like a big
About the
German
average.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Definitely not anything you want to mess with unless you, as an unarmed individual.
Yeah.
hell, I got a 12-pound cat I wouldn't want to tangle with.
So the weather's been cold, Ron?
Yeah, it's it was actually in the 40s yesterday, which was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's 7 degrees here.
I went up to my friend's yesterday and just check on him, and I finished putting that new bed of his together, and
Oh, you got the wood for it and everything?
yeah, yep. And he wants to buy the identical camera I have. So we watched some YouTube videos on it and I let him play with it, and he's like, wow, you know, he was liking it.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, it's what's nice is that if he has any issues or can't figure something out, you can tell him, you know.
Yeah.
Or know how to deal with it. Yeah.
I was, oops, hold on. This was sitting in the living room out through the glass. And I thought this didn't turn out too bad. It's a little soft on the focus, but you can tell you're actually looking through the window. Oh, blue jay.
Whoa, there's a
Oh,
pretty
that's
shot.
nice.
Yeah. I said it was through glass. So,
Yeah, you can see it not quite crystal clear, but yeah.
yeah.
But that's
The
okay.
lighting
though.
wasn't
Kind
the
of-
greatest either. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But,
That's nice.
Was that there at your place there, Ron? Or
oh, I was up at his place.
up at
He's
his
got,
place, okay.
a bunch of deer too. He's got a good herd of like 15 or so. And
Yeah.
he can't get them to come as close as I do.
Yeah.
Because I think these ones here have been fed for quite some time by a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, the sheer fact I went out there the very first time and they come at me and, you know. So you got your oil change yesterday, Paul?
Yes, they did.
Hmm.
Of
You
course,
said once
they
a year, you must either have poor maintenance or you don't drive very much.
I don't drive very much. I drive
Okay.
about 8,000 miles a year.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really, I try to change mine every 3 to 5. Do you use synthetic oil?
Yeah, well, because it's high, it's got a lot of miles on it from when I bought it. They put in the whatever it is for high mileage or
It might be the synthetic, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it might be.
I could
Well,
tell. I got the bill here. I can tell you.
Well, you could, almost everything is synthetic nowadays. It's probably harder to find regular oil than it is.
It says high mileage lubricant. There was evidently there was 6 quarts in it, is what they put in it, because it's a police interceptor motor, so I think it's got more capacity.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they put in an air filter for $21.99. Tax and everything was $95.24.
Yeah.
yeah, it's usually a good 70, $80.
Yeah.
And the mileage that's on it is 347,623 miles.
Oh, Lordy, you do have a lot of miles on it.
Well, when I bought it, it had 280,000 miles.
Whoa, that was a lot of miles.
It had a whole thing of receipts from the GM dealer. It was a command car on the west side of the state. Receipts of everything that they changed on it. GM changed, and it was like over $11,000 worth of new parts they put on it, because they sent the old parts back to GM. They wanted to inspect them, you know.
Hmm.
So in essence, other than the electronics of it, it's most all the mechanicals were new, replaced.
We'll have a chat up here this morning.
Hey, here comes the yeah, I would say if you look at Paul, how it's pushing the water ahead of it, I
Yep.
would say there's a light layer of ice on top.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be. Yeah. Huh. Zoom in. Well, lots of ice on the front of the ship too. Huh. Yeah, that he's got her wound up. And the current's fast today.
Yeah, he's coming up, bound.
Where the heck? I'm gonna see if I can find out. Bound for. Okay, let's go here, here, here. Let's see where you go. Oop, way up there. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. He's heading for Thunder Bay, that boy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to get up there to get in line for the dogs. Huh? Well, he's expected to arrive in Thunder Bay on the 13th. Today's the 11th, so 2 more days. You'd be lucky if you can do a turnaround and get back through the locks by the 15th.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Because he's just a general cargo, but yeah. Huh.
There's the other view from the other camp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like, does it look like ice in there, Paul?
But see there,
Yep.
there. All of those anomalies look like ice.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting some ice.
Yeah. It says the Paul Turgathar will stop at East China which is before Marine City. If all goes as planned, you'll not see her on the Marine City cam. Huh.
Yeah, because it's going into St. Clair,
Yeah,
which is north of Marine City.
yeah, yeah. Oh, she's freezing again, the camera. Stream time live again. Yeah. Yeah, she's freezing up there again quite a bit this morning. Huh?
The boat nerd has no issues at all. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's freezing about every 5 seconds right now. So what are you up to today, Ron? Anything exciting or what?
No, I don't know. I may just put the cameras and drone in the car and or in the truck and go for a little ride.
oh, take your mankini, you go over to the hot springs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a little bit of a drive.
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
That'll be about 4 to 5 hours.
Oh, that's quite a haul.
Well, I would imagine in the snow, it's easier to spot wildlife from the air from your drone, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's I gotta find there's some state property actually not too far, a couple miles from me. I may go check out.
Yeah.
You got to be careful on the state property because some of it's landlocked. Like you actually got to go through private land to get to the state property. So unless you got permission.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't had the drone out in a while.
Well, a little story there, Ron. I was out west for a while. I had some relation. I forget what there was now. That was they had cattle. And anyways, one hired hand that fell and broke a leg or something. So he was off for about 3 months. So they needed a hand. But I tell you, I learned a whole new respect for how these farmers work because everything was done on horseback, because it was in the foothills of the mountains, right? You had a gun with you, like, a rifle. And, you had your slicker, which was a raincoat when you went out and stuff like that, right? But anyways, every once in a while, we've driven in a vehicle on the land, on the road there going through. And anyways, we had a case of beer on the seat of the truck, having a couple of beers going down the road. And so anyways, the RCMP coming the other way, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, comes the other way. And the farmer there, he comes up and he starts slowing down. So is the RCMP officer. He's sitting there holding his beer. I'm from Ontario, right? You take my beer and I'm putting it down beside me. Like I'm going, holy crap. What are you doing? Stop and talking to this guy, And so I knew I'm sitting there and they both pull up, window to window, sitting there talking to each other. He take a swig of his beer and right in front of the cop. And I'm just going, really? So anyways, afterwards, he's laughing at me. He thought it was funny or hell when I would sit there because I wouldn't drink, wouldn't do nothing, right? So anyway, he's laughing like hell after the cop left. I go, what? Don't they charge you around here for drinking or, driving and stuff like that? He goes, fuck no. He says, I own this road. Oh. But it was private. Like you said, they had to go through his land in order to get to whatever, right? The chain lakes and stuff like that. But he said, no, frick, they can't do nothing. He said, I own this frickin' road. He says, they did anything to me, I'd cut him off and he wouldn't have access to it. So, yeah, I was just going, really? But it just.
I don't know if it's in all the states or just different states, but where I guide, Ralph's driveway is probably 150 yards long, to actually get into the house. And the state police, especially during rally time, they back into his driveway. Apparently, the state police can, I think it's 20 or 30 feet off the road that they have permission to go on.
Yeah.
in any part of the state. They can just go in there,
Mhm.
but they park in his driveway all the time, you know,
Yeah.
do speed traps.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. We've had that along here, just outside of town here. There's a few farmers there. They got long driveways, but the cops sit there with radar, right? In the
Yeah.
driveway. Yeah.
Mhm.
And some places too, you know, if you look, you really look where the cop's sitting, he might be on the guy's driveway, but the fence line's still behind him, like, you know.
Mhm.
So, you know, basically still on, you know, county property or whatever, really,
Right.
you know, so.
Yeah, the squirrel were knocking at the door again, so I had to throw some more.
Uh.
Great, you're out there just an hour ago, Paul.
Yeah, because I was sitting there and I hear this,
Yeah, knock at the door, right? Yeah.
and then, okay, all right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
To come up and bang on your door?
Oh yeah, they knock on the door.
Jesus, that's funny.
Well, they go up there and they bang, you know, hey, hello.
We're here. Where's the food?
Wow, I can't believe how bad that Stream Pan Live is freezing. Just go stop, go stop, go stop.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why I haven't switched the camera back, because you notice there's no issue on Boat Nerd.
Yeah. Wow.
To Amy. Who is or what? What is Mike Hannock?
Mini 2 Army? Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. JD's going to get his drone back. Should be there tomorrow. Good. That bad. I think it's about a week, and he had a quick turnaround. That sounds like, you know, that's not bad, really. So.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of hanging out the last couple of days with they live a couple miles down the road, but they own the grocery store, and I see the wife every day. And but the husband was in there yesterday. He's just a super nice guy, and he said to me yesterday, "He goes, Ron, what are you doing for lunch today?" I'm like, "Nothing." He goes, "Let's go to lunch." Okay. So
Okay.
down and bought me lunch, and he's a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah. No, that was good. Great. You've only been there, what, a couple months now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And
Well, you
he was
moved-
showing me his, he's got, oh my
Ron, you
God.
moved in the fall, right?
Yeah, September 17th, actually.
So you've been there a little bit longer. Yeah. 3
About
months. Yeah.
4 months, 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has a nice, he does, I've never gone ice fishing. And he was showing me his ice fishing hut. And he has it out behind his store. He's like, yeah, he said, yeah, you ain't doing nothing here. The rest of this week, maybe we'll go fishing. I'm like, okay, let me get my fishing license.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I still gotta register as a non-resident till September. According
Oh.
to Fish and Game, I am not a resident till I reside in this house for 1 year.
No kidding. Even though you live
Yeah.
there and got an address there, and wow. Because usually, like with the Ministry of Transportation here, you move, you got to notify them within 6 days or some stupid thing.
State of Wyoming, you have to change your license that day. It's like, how the
Oh.
hell are you going to do that? I don't know what retard come
Yeah,
up with
come
that
on.
idea.
Yeah.
I mean, usually moving day, you're busy moving. You know?
And
But-
nice thing here in Ontario, now that I'm 65, I don't have to buy a license anymore. A
Really?
fishing license. Yeah, fishing's free here for seniors.
Oh, that may, I don't know, that may be the same here. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll have to check in on that.
Yeah.
I know all the national parks are, I think, free for seniors
Mhm.
here in the States.
But it's funny, come to hunting though, you still got to buy all your licenses and tags. And
Yeah.
I just had to do well, about a week ago. We have a mandatory hunting report we got to send into the government. It's a new thing now. See, they used to be voluntary. Then last year, yeah, they made it mandatory now that you have to do a hunter's report. If not, if you don't submit a report, they add $25 to your license the next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know if this is still like this in South Dakota. I remember, oh, it was probably 8-10 years ago, but when I used to live in Pennsylvania and would come out to South Dakota to shoot prairie dogs, we're on a ranch one day, and the guy I work for now, he would just take us out to a prairie dog town on one of the leased properties that he had, drop us off and said, see you tonight for dinner. And but we're sitting there one day and we're shooting, and the rancher came up to us and he was shooting the breeze with us. And we heard a noise and we turned around. He goes, oh crap, there goes my dad again. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I can't remember what the age was, but at a certain age, you had to retake your driver's test every year. And his dad couldn't pass the driver's test, so he lost his driver's license. But here his dad was on the tractor. He goes, oh, dad's going into town again. He goes, you don't need a driver's license to drive the tractor.
nope.
It's just step down the road with the farm tractor.
Well, that's the same thing on a big, like a Cub Cadet or a lawnmower. I've seen guys driving those around too.
Yeah.
Wow. And see, one of the things that happens around here is that e-bikes are a big thing. But if you've been charged for impaired driving on a vehicle and lost your license, it's illegal to be on an e-bike. Even though they're not licensed, they're not insured or nothing like that, it's still illegal to be on an e-bike.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think they said any motorized vehicle. I don't even think you could even operate a boat. Yeah.
Wow.
If you, yeah. But here, well, I'm a school bus driver, but now I'm 65. I got to have a medical every year now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Probably almost, yeah, because probably like almost like a pilot. You know, they have to do a medical every year.
Yep.
Transporting passengers, yep.
Yeah.
Up to 64, you only have to have one every 3 years or something. But once you turn 65, you got to have one every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like that job, Paul?
Actually, it's not bad. It's not a bad job. I kind of like it. My kids, to get to see them and stuff like that. You know,
Right.
I do a little bit of socializing at the schoolyard, like, you know, with the other drivers and stuff in the morning. You know, while you go and do a circle check, and then your bus is warming up, so you're shooting the breeze with the other drivers, right? So
Right.
it's almost kind of like an outing, you know.
Now, have you already been out this morning, or?
No, I got to go tomorrow morning. I got to do a dry run tomorrow because, see, we got no school yet.
Oh, really?
No, we're not back to school. They're going back to school on Monday, though. So tomorrow morning, I have to go do a dry run tomorrow morning. They just want everybody to make sure the buses are okay and everything before they go back to school on Monday.
Oh, how long have the kids been out of school?
Before Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, about the 20th, I think, of December. So they've been off. Wow, 2 weeks of Christmas and about 2 weeks that they should have been in school, but because of the COVID counts have been so freaking high. But our premier of Ontario there said late last night, the kids are going back on the 17th. So, so then I got an email from my company, and I got they're taking 2 days to do dry bus runs. So not everybody's in the yard at the same time. So they're doing over a period of 2 days. But to see, the thing is, you have to do it at your actual time, you know. So, but you don't have to stop and put your lights on or anything like that. Just drive the route. When you get to the school, turn around, go back to the yard and park the bus. So,
Right.
They just want to make sure that, the buses aren't seized up or something wrong with them. That gives them the mechanics a few days to deal with the problems, right? So
Right.
before they go to school.
Well, it's important, for safety purposes. If anything were to go wrong, they wouldn't want somebody to say, well, why didn't you check all those buses before you went pick kids up,
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't, why they didn't have just pay somebody to come in for a day or two or whatever and start up every bus and go take them for a run, right?
Yeah.
But see, then a lot of our bus drivers too, like they're farmers, so they take the buses home, right?
Hmm.
So they tell them to keep them plugged in and start them up every 3 days just to make sure they're going to run and stuff like that. But like my bus was just a year old, so. But my bus too is gas, it's not diesel. So
Oh, really?
yeah, we got about 6 buses that are gas. I don't know why I got one. I usually got one of the older buses on my route because I got one of the shortest runs, right? And but anyways, they last year they took my bus away from me and gave me this one. But apparently, because the price of gas, they don't want to have them out on long runs because they burn quite a bit of fuel, I guess. So they brought them on in real close.
Wow.
So.
Hmm.
I have to fuel up about once every 3 weeks, I think it is, on my bus. Wow, my run, I think I put on 30 kilometers a day, I think it is.
Oh, that's
Not very
not
much.
bad.
No. Yeah.
Hmm.
So Ron, you're off until Friday?
Yeah. Yeah, I said I really don't have a lot planned. I'm gonna take a shower here and head on in town and go to the gym for a little while and then come back and maybe grab my cameras. I should put everything on charge here. Yeah. That's your puppies there, Paul?
Yeah, I don't know what they're barking. Well, they kept looking out the front window and stuff, so I blocked it off so they can't see out of it. Because every time somebody walked by with a dog, they were barking like crazy, right? So,
Going crazy. Yeah.
so now that you hear the littlest noises, and they start barking. I just gonna have to get the squirt gun out again, I guess.
Well, everybody, I think in the chat, I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People got things to do. Ron's dying to jump in the shower. And Ron, thanks for coming in, my friend. You're always welcome.
Yep, that was good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some warm clothes on, I guess, go outside and play soon.
There you go, Ron. You gotta go out and drive some stakes in the ground.
No, I gotta pull them out,
you
not
gotta
put them
pull 'em
in.
out.
I'd rather be putting them in right now.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that it's the hardest is right now trying to get the stakes out of the ground because they were in the ground before it froze. Okay.
Oh,
So if the ground's already froze, you drove the stake in, it doesn't really freeze that much into the ground. But if it's in the ground and then freezes, then it's more fun trying to get them out. But
right.
But I like one of the first, like I said, I went and bought a case of windshield washer fluid yesterday, and I just poured a little bit of a couple cups full of water, windshield washer antifreeze around the stake, drive away and come back in about an hour. And look, it's just like mud. But because the methyl hydrate takes the frost out of the ground. But and I've got a puller, that levers up. But the thing is, I'll go up there and I'll take the post off, then I'll go on and hit it with a sledge, and it usually breaks it loose. Then I can pop it up. But I've had them where it's been so cold, it just snap off. Yep. I've had them so they snap right off. Can't get them out of the ground. Yep. It snaps off about that high above the ground or whatever because you're trying to work it. And anyways, I just take the sledgehammer and drive it right down to the ground as far as I can go. Walk away. It's the only thing you can do. So.
Okay, everybody. Thanks again.